Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Hustling Muscle Show. This is a special Sunday edition and it's a Women's Day edition with Dr. Devdatta Mukherjee. So let me see. First, can I add her and then we shall start the show. Let me search for Dr. Devdatta Mukherjee and send her out an invite. And I see her. She has. Yay! Finally. So I have waved, I have sent out a request. So this should be a fun episode. We're going to have a few guests who are going to be asking their queries to Dr. Mukherjee, and we're going to start seeing how that goes. So Dr. Mukherjee, we see the view of the balcony. And Dr. Mukherjee, welcome back. I have to start by saying how Dr. Mukherjee said in her story, her invite story, I am back online today. So she's telling all her fans, all the guests out that, yes, finally I'm back. And Dr. Mukherjee has been traveling, I think, throughout the country. I think she has been to different states. She's been updating us. She started with Sikkim, then she went to Bengal, then to Orissa, then to Andhra Pradesh. I'm sure she touched a bit of Tamil Nadu and then only entered Karnataka, if my roots are not wrong. So she's done almost a Bharat Darshan. So how was the trip, Dr. Mukherjee?
It was great. It was a lot of travel, a lot of fun. Got to see like the entire Eastern Belt was something I'd never covered with as much time as before. So it was a great experience.
So it was actually a great experience. We saw it from your story, so we also enjoyed. So I think you met all your fans right from Sikkim, Bengal, Orissa, everywhere. Okay, now coming to the main question, what gift did you get me back? Your online live, so I need the proper answer.
The gift of me at my home doing live sessions.
I was expecting that from you. Okay, anyway. So, Dr. Mukherjee, I couldn't touch base with you during Women's Day. A happy, belated International Women's Day. It's people like you who make our lives better and knowledgeful, I must add. So,
thank you so much.
Belated International Women's Day. And I've been waiting to do this entire show with you. So, as I said, we're going to have guests today. I'm not going to do much of the talking. I've given my quota of talking today. So now I'm going to be bringing on guests. They're going to be asking you their queries. They're going to be girls basically joining us today. So a few of my friends. So let's see how this goes. Let me add the first person I want to invite. Just give me 1 minute. And I don't see her. Okay, we'll need to wait for 2 minutes and she should join us. So what was special for Women's Day, Dr. Mukherjee?
No, for me, it's the entire, I don't know, I was out, I was in my trip, and at that point, yes, I was staying at this beautiful place in Lake Chilika.
Okay.
I think they did something really nice that was done by the hotel management, that all the women that evening, they all went for the sunset cruise. So they gave a half-day break or like a complete break to all the women who were working in the hotel. That was a great thing done by that hotel. So I just remember that was one good thing that we had. When I was traveling. So that was a great gesture. I hope that it's not just one day and one gesture, but there are more gestures like this from everyone around the world for women. It's not just one day, they make up like 50% of the world's population. So please give them the correct opportunities to come forward. And I would say the same about fitness as well, that a lot of women, they are not aware of the benefits of fitness and weight training, especially weight training. Women keep going into cardio. They don't do enough weight training. They think they'll bulk up. There's not enough knowledge, not enough information online. So I feel that it's very important for people like us, especially women like us from the fitness industry, to empower women, tell them that it is so important for them to be able to go forward with, the right kind of fitness training, to get the right assessment, to set their goals according to what they want to achieve. And it's a myth that, women only need to do cardio and they don't need to strength train. We do need to strength train. We all need to strength train. So
okay.
I think
that's a powerful message you've given, a beautiful message you've given. Okay, I think Anjali, who had to join us first, is having technical trouble. Let me check into that. But let me see, meanwhile, if I can add Mayura or Amisha. I think, let me just see who I can add. Okay, let me take Mayura. I think Mayura is here, so let me invite Mayura. So Mayura should accept the invite. Hopefully she shouldn't have a problem. And meanwhile, I will check in the back end when you guys are discussing what happened to Anjali. Okay, we have Mayura. Mayura, you need to turn your camera. Hey, Mayura, what's up?
Hello, hi.
So welcome, Mayura. Mayura, Dr. Mukherjee, Mayura. So before
Hey,
we...
nice to meet you.
Hi,
I've been
Mayura.
watching your videos online.
Thank you so much. So nice to see you too.
Okay. Now, I and Mayura go long back. We have been colleagues, we have been friends, we have studied together. So we go back a very long way. Mayura is married to my best friend. So we go back a long way. A little bit about Mayura. Mayura works with Cummins India. She is a senior marketing specialist. Now, I think the best way I can introduce Mayura is by something that she's written on LinkedIn, which I really liked, okay? Which is who we are, but the stories we tell ourselves and believe. I love telling stories, and that's why I love creativity and marketing. Okay, I think that is amazingly written by her. And I know
Wow.
Mayura loves acting. She is very fond of acting. She has done a few of this thing. I remember you did a few skits, and you also did a few short movies, if I'm not wrong, Mayura. I remember the Dracula one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the horror one. I should say Dracula one, the horror one. Okay, Mayura, let's start
Sure.
with your questions while you talk to Dr. Mukherjee. And I may disappear for 5 minutes. I'm going to check with what happened to the other contestants. So it's you both. So I'm very much here listening to the conversation. I'll be I'll be on the live, but you may not just be able to see me. So Mayura and Dr. Mukherjee, the podium is all yours.
Sure. So, hey, I just wanted to ask a couple of quick questions. Like, the first thing what I wanted to check was that I have been into fitness and, I've been doing a lot of yoga as well. It's been now 4 years that I've been consistent with Ashtanga yoga. And the only thing that I want to understand is, as in not just from my perspective, but people who are in my network, that consistency is one big issue that everybody faces. Like for them, starting problem is not the big problem, but however, staying consistent is a very big issue. Like, the everyday morning motivator ki chalo 5:30 ho gaya, abhi utna hai, practice karna hai, jana hai, it is cardio or maybe yoga or strength training, anything. So I just want to understand that how do people stay consistent, or what is the key of staying consistent?
Okay. So what I would suggest is, see, what we keep hearing about is workout. Workout is a very arbitrary term where we have no set goal that we need to reach. So what we need to do is very goal-oriented training, whether it be yoga, whether it be Pilates, whether it be strength training or cardio. If we don't have a goal, we have nowhere to reach, we're obviously going to be slacking a lot. So what I would always suggest is have a goal, guys. So do an assessment, understand what your body needs and fix a goal for yourself. I need to reach this in the next 1 month, in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months. When we have goals, there will be somebody else also pushing us. Our goals, our set goals, the things we want to reach. It could be either I want to run a marathon in the next 6 months, or it could be I need to go forward with trekking a certain mountain, like a high altitude trek, in the next 3 to 4 months. So goals can be many. It can also be like I want a high energy, or I want to be able to achieve a particular pose in yoga, which I am not able to achieve and I have been struggling with. So, something as simple as that, or something really big like going to be able to race or going to be able to participate in a sporting activity can be your goal. So have goals. Otherwise, your workouts will not lead you anywhere. Second is habit stacking. So in habit stacking, what we do is we take 2 habits. Okay. So exercise is a habit, but we are not very inclined to do it. So we attach it to another habit that we really love. Like for example, for me, I always drink coffee. That is usually my pre-workout, and then I go forward with exercising. So I know that there is something good, and along with that, I have to do this as a habit. So once we make habits like that in our life, we stack them together. It is easier to stay consistent with them, okay, and not lose track. And the last I would say is make it accessible. If it's easy for you to go with your fitness, it will be like you just need to wake up and you need to take your yoga mat and put it out. It'll be easy to exercise, but you have to travel like half an hour in the car and reach your gym. It's going to be really hard to do that every day. So see what is accessible and do that.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I guess I can pass on this message to the friends who actually, struggle with being consistent.
Sure.
I also had a couple of more questions. Like, for instance, post pregnancy is what I have been struggling with is reducing the belly fat, or say a lot of my friends also from whom I've heard that belly fat, so to say, is the most stubborn kind of fat, right? So is something like a spot reduction possible? Or I had also heard in Pratik's one video of Pratik's where he had specifically done this video on spot reduction to say that it is not possible, and you cannot concentrate on one part of your body.
I think that was
So
one of our
I
videos,
actually
Dr.
wanted.
Mukherjee, if I'm not wrong. That was one of our
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to understand that how do you actually cater to that one specific part of your body where you want to focus on reducing your stomach fat, your belly fat.
Okay. So I wish that spot reduction was possible, but it's not. Okay. What we need to do is focus on getting fit, not just losing weight from one area. You need to understand, especially for women who have gone through pregnancy, they need to understand that the back has gone through tremendous amount of stress and the stomach muscles completely get stretched out. There are also women who get conditions like diastasis recti. That means there is a space which forms between your abdominal or your abs muscle. Okay. So because of the extreme load and stretching out of the muscles are extremely weak. So spot reduction immediately might not be possible. What you need to go forward with is start working on your core stability, improve your diet and lifestyle choices. Okay. So diet, make sure that you're having a nutritious diet. Don't cut your calories immediately, but you're having enough protein. Do go forward with strength training and cardio along with that, so that you're burning off more than you're eating, and you're toning up the muscles of the entire body. Okay. Slowly and steadily, once the muscle mass increases, okay, automatically the metabolism or the body's ability to be able to burn fat is going to increase, and you will start to see the results where you want and in other places also. So don't just concentrate on that one area. Your goal should be to be fit completely rather than I just want to lose belly fat. I know that the physicality of it, the aesthetics is really, really important, but understand that that should always come second. The first should always be your fitness. Once you start working towards your first goal, the second will automatically be taken care of.
Perfect. Thank you. And just one last question. This comes from my mom, basically. So she has just touched 60, and till now she has also pursued yoga on and off, and she's into walking. But for people of her age, if they want to start some form of exercise, to continue being fit and maybe start something different, like she always wanted to try aerobics or Zumba. But then probably because of this age factor, she's a bit scared, or, what if I hurt my knee, or what if I sprain my back? So do you have any kind of recommendations for, people of my mom's age where they could pursue something different rather than walking or just doing yoga?
Okay. So first of all, I would say that age should not restrict anybody. You're not going to get knee pain or injure yourself only while doing aerobics and exercise. In fact, you're going to hurt yourself more if you're not doing any exercise. So it's always a better option to constantly be doing exercise. But it's important to assess the complete body. So get a complete workup done, check for any heart condition, check for their regular health checkups, any BP condition, any diabetes, any other condition like the bone mineral density being very low. Now these are always markers, and we need to keep these in mind when we are preparing an exercise program for them. So yes, you might not immediately be able to jump into aerobics. This is not age related, because even if I have not done any exercises for a month and I go into exercising, I'll also have aches and pains. So this is not specific to somebody's age. You need to assess your entire body, keep everything in check, monitor everything. Suppose you have high BP or diabetes, monitor it, and then go forward with making an exercise plan and progress gradually. So yes, don't directly jump into aerobics. Start off with something simple like Pilates, which is not going to be a very high impact on the joints, but it is again going to be a high intensity exercise. Or start off with bar or barre related moves, and then move on to dancing, and then move on to build up other things also in along with it, like strength, your balance, coordination, mobility, flexibility, all of that, which will ultimately help you in dancing. Okay. So the age should never hold anybody back. I personally have trained a lot of geriatric athletes who are competing in international level games, and they are mostly 70 to 75 years of age. I think the oldest athlete that I have taken care of was 85 years, and she was still doing 100-meter and long jump and triple jump. So please do not think that age should restrict anybody.
So age is just a number.
Yes, it is.
Thank you so much. That was really helpful.
So
sure.
Thank you so much, Mayura. You joined us. You have given us this thing. We it's always good to have other people always asking questions. It's always me researching and then asking. I thought let's give you guys a chance. And what better, since it's the International Women's Day week. So I thought let's get a few girls and see how this thing goes. So thank you so much for joining. I hope we have given most clarity, I'm sure, on your queries. So I'm sure Dr. Mukherjee has been able to clear that. So again, thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed the Hustling Muscle show.
Of course. Thank you for having me. Bye-bye.
It was amazing.
Thanks you, Mayura.
So much, Mayura. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, next we are going to be having two sisters. So Anjali is not being able to join from her account. She's going to join from her sister's account. So I said, yeah, one by one they can come. So let me see if I can add the Rai sisters one by one. So let's see which sister is going to join us first. Okay, I can see Cornish Pixie over here. Let me send out an invite. Oh, finally. And there we have Anjali.
Hi.
Anjali, I hope I'm audible. And welcome to the Hustling Muscle show. I don't know why we were not able to join from your account. I'll need to check on that. What is the technical issue?
We'll do that.
But yeah, but thank you so much for joining. Dr. Mukherjee, Anjali and I are friends. We live in the same complex.
Hi, Anjali.
So Anjali, to start with, I know is a fitness enthusiast. When I run, she cycles. So I've seen her cycling for hours and hours and hours and hours. So she pretty much goes to the gym nowadays. She's trying to stay fit. They're very regular with fitness, I must say. So Anjali works as a senior data scientist with L&T. Okay. And she has almost 5 years experience. And as I've already said, she is a fitness expert herself. I won't say fitness expert, but fitness enthusiast. And she also has questions.
Exactly.
So a belated happy International Women's Day to you also, Anjali. So since we had this particular segment going on, thank you for coming. And you can ask your questions. So I leave it to you ladies. I'll again become the spectator now.
Hi, Dr. Mukherjee. How are you?
Hi, Anjali. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. So the first question in my mind is, can we do home workouts for weight loss, or do we really need to go to gym? Which is more effective?
Okay. I would say both are equally effective. Home workouts work as good as working out in the gym. I mean, even my entire fitness journey started from home. The gym was too far, and at that point I was a student. It was also too expensive. Plus, it was not really accessible for most people like us. I had actually done a session with Prateek about this, the gym intimidation, or the intimidation we feel when we don't look fit or good enough, and we feel that we're going to be judged when we go to the gym. So it keeps people from continuing strength training, which should not be a roadblock, really. What we need to do is we need to go ahead with making fitness more accessible to people. And everybody doesn't have the same amount of time to actually give to getting fit. So what you can do is, just wake up, open your phones or your laptops, go online with your trainer or your physiotherapist. And that's the easiest way to stay fit. And even Prateek started his entire fitness journey at home. So at home, you don't need a lot of equipments as well. A lot of people think that they need to invest a lot of money. So the only thing that I initially started with was probably a mat. And in fact, I didn't even have a mat. I used to put a really thick, cloth on the floor, and I used to exercise on that. And then I got a mat after a really long time. And then I didn't have dumbbells, so I started using a lot of weights which were easily available at home. To do squats, I used to use a backpack with books on the back, and my medical books were really heavy. So that helped me squat. I used to use bottles, weights. I used to increase the volume, that is repetitions and sets, and keep the weight low to be able to build the muscle initially, so that that's how I was able to work with very less weight at home. Along with that, body weight training alone can be done in so many different ways. I mean, you have calisthenics, you have Pilates, you have ballet based exercises, you have yoga. All of these
Right.
things can be done at home. And even like regular weight training, which you do in the gym, can be done at home. So there is literally no need to compare both. Whatever works for you works great, but both work equally well. So see what is best for you and choose that.
That was really helpful. Thank you so much. And
Sure.
one more
Welcome.
question I have is, like how much cardio and how much weight training should we do to lose the weight properly and like get a good body frame?
Okay.
Yeah.
So initially, when you're starting off with exercise, start slow. Make sure that you're not shocking your body into doing a lot of exercise that can lead to a lot of soreness. So please start
Okay.
slow. You can start with 3 to 4 days a week and move on to even 6 days a week. One day of the week, make sure that you're taking rest day. So usually once my clients get into a fitness program, I go ahead with 3 days of cardio and 3 days of strength training. So strength training, at least 150 minutes a week of strength training is very, very important. So
Okay.
make sure that your sessions are a little longer if you're doing strength training only 3 days in a week. Okay, that's really important. And try to concentrate on a certain body part. Like one day you could be doing strength training for your upper body, your neck, your chest, all of those areas being worked. Then the next day you could work only on your core whenever your next day of strength training is. And the third one, you could work only on the legs. So that way you are able to concentrate and build it more. And you can continue with your cardio as well. Okay. So a good anywhere between 200 to 300 minutes of exercise in a week only for exercises is actually great. Along with this,
Okay.
I would always tell people to increase their non-exercise activity thermogenesis. That is
Okay.
NEAT, it's called. Okay. So walk more, be more active at home. I know people who are not able to take time for exercise, but they are so active during the day. They are doing all of their physical work by themselves. They take the stairs, they go forward with a little walking during the day itself, and they are able to lose a lot of weight. So make
Okay.
sure that you're not just concentrating on your exercise, but also what you do all day long is going to help you lose that extra weight.
Yeah. Okay. I understood that now very clearly.
So in short, you can take Bruno for walks from me.
Okay. I will. Okay. And one more doubt I have. Can you explain me something about calorie deficit? Like what should I eat and how should be my diet? How should I follow it?
Okay, so calorie deficit is something that our body needs to be in if we are trying to lose an excess amount of weight. That is, we are off the normal body weight that we are supposed
Okay.
to have. Okay, so that means that your calories in should be less than the calories burnt. Okay, or the calories
Okay.
out. So calories in less, calories out more. So what people try to do in this is they drastically reduce their calories in. Now you have to understand that there is a very fine line. For example, a lot of women end up taking 1200 calories a day or 1100 or even less. I know a lot of athletes also who do the same to stay in their, weight categories, whether they are doing any kind of sporting activities or anything. So that is not correct because after a certain point of time, your metabolism will fall. So what I would suggest is a healthy calorie intake would be anywhere between 1600 to almost 2000 calories. Yes, there are women that have gone forward with their diet consisting of almost 2200 to 2300 of calories a day also, but they
Okay.
were having good quality of food. That means they were having
Hmm.
good proteins, not processed food, whole wheat, like the whole foods, so organic, all of that needs to be included in your diet. Make sure that you're not drastically cutting your calories and
Okay.
improve your calories burnt in a day. So even if you're going into a deficit of 500 calories over a period of week, you can easily lose about a pound of weight, which is a good amount of loss over a period of week. Understand that you don't have to catch a train. Okay, you don't have to immediately lose weight. Okay, it
Right.
is a long process. It's going to take time, and if it's taking time, it's also going to be a permanent change. It is not immediately going to come back. So think of it as a lifestyle. eat comfortably, have a very healthy relationship with food, and work out. Be as active as you can, and you will end up burning anywhere between 25 to 3,000 calories a day. It is very easy for active people to be able to burn that much. Okay, so don't
Okay.
worry too much about the calorie deficit. Eat comfortably and burn more, and you will still be in a deficit.
Oh, okay. That was very helpful. Thank you so much.
Sure,
So
sure.
those were great
You're
words.
welcome.
So Anjali, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you again for coming and asking your questions.
Thank
We
you for
really
having
like.
me.
Oh, it's been our pleasure. So now can we have the rock star of your younger sister?
Yes, definitely. I'll pass over the phone to her now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Hi,
And
Dr.
there we have Amisha Rai, the rock star. Now, Amisha is an award-winning jewelry designer. So don't take
Oh,
she's
wow.
very young, but she's very, very talented. A very good friend of mine. Okay, somebody I travel a lot throughout the day. Okay, and
A lot.
she actually had. I know a lot. We'll have a live session for that some other day. Okay, but she has actually created a lot of amazing stuff. Okay, you should check out her stuff. She's very good at designing. So
Totally.
she works with Wumbudi Bangaru, correct, right? That's how I'm pronouncing it
Bhumidi
right, right?
Bangar.
Wumbudi Bangaru Jewelry. It's a very big chain here.
Oh, wow.
There's
I've actually visited that
yeah.
chain. Yeah. Wow.
So she
I
works
need
there.
to stay in touch with you.
Oh yes,
Sure.
she comes up with very good designs, and she has won the National Jewelry Award for 2021. If
Yes.
correct, 2021, and Designs of India. That was also one of the awards you won, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Huh? Not bad.
Wow.
So that's
Great.
great. So, Amisha, thank you so much and wish you also a belated International Women's Day. Since we had this Women's Day special, I wanted young, old, everybody to come and ask questions to Dr. Mukherjee. So, again, ladies, it's
Thank
all
you so
back to
very
you.
much.
I don't know. This is the first time Hustling Muscles is so quiet on his own show and the ladies are talking. But it's International Women's Day week, so that's how it should be. So, guys, please, Amisha, you can start.
Hi, Dr. Mukherjee. How are you? How are you doing?
Hi. Hi, Amisha. I'm doing really well. How are you doing?
Amazing, amazing. So for this show, I prepared some questions that usually bug me every time. So my first question is, because of my periods, I get heavy menstrual cramps, and each month for about 3 to 4 days, I'm unable to work out, like physically unable to work out because of so much pain.
Mm-hmm.
So does it really
Mm-hmm.
affect my progress?
Mm-hmm.
That's my basic question.
Okay. What I would say, it's not just you alone, Amisha. There are a lot of women out there, and I want you to know that this is not abnormal. I mean, I know when we look at all of those, tampon ads, and they tell like, okay, run, jump, do everything, and I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like doing anything. Maybe all I want is to just sit on my bed and just cry because of the pain. But trust me on this, those 3 or 4 days that you're uncomfortable, you need not worry about losing on your progress. Along with that, there are a lot of exercises which is quite comfortable for your body to handle at that time. I always believe that movement is medicine. And during that time, we have a lot of hormonal changes going on. We have muscle soreness everywhere, mostly in our calf, on our back, and over our stomach areas. So, what we can do is we can go forward with low impact exercises, but we still can move. Like we can go forward with Pilates, we can go forward with yoga, mobility training, flexibility exercises, ballet based exercises, even simple walking can help during that time. But again, understand what your body is capable of taking. Don't work out a lot over pain. Okay, whatever is comfortable for you, you can work out that way. Probably break up the workout into two parts. You do about 15 to 20 minutes in the morning, and then you can take a little break and 15 to 20 minutes in the evening. So usually, even for my clients, as well as through research, I have seen that exercising during this period, even if it's a little bit of movement rather than just being sedentary, actually helps because it increases the blood supply over the muscle. So the inflammation comes down, and movement makes us feel good. Okay, so we need all the feel good hormones that we can get. We get some from the chocolates also that we are constantly gorging on during that time, but we need it from our body, and exercise helps us. So go forward with low impact exercises and don't be hard on yourself.
Thank you so much for that. My next question was, if I get an injury while working out, For how many days should I take rest? Like after how many days can I hit that muscle again?
Okay. So taking rest was actually a previous notion, and current research has said that you don't need to take rest. In fact, you need to start moving the area as soon as possible. Now, before you do that, and since you already have pain, the best approach will be to reach out to a physiotherapist or a sports medicine doctor, because both of these doctors, they are associated with movement related pain. Okay, don't reach out to a surgeon immediately, because you don't need surgery for a slight ache and pain. You need somebody who is well aware of the pain which happens with movement, and they are able to take care of it. So get an assessment done immediately, ASAP, and understand how to be able to move that area as soon as possible. I usually see a lot of people taking way too long rests. Like if there is an ankle sprain, you should be moving and walking at least in the next 1 week. But people usually put up a crepe bandage, they don't move the area, and they don't do any exercise for 3 weeks, and they end up limping for many, many months, leading to back pain, shoulder pain, neck pain, even worse. So it's very important to know how much to move, assess the damage, and to start moving as soon as possible to get back to your fitness.
Again, very informative. Thank you so much. So
Sure.
my
Thank
last
you.
question is, we are so busy these days, we don't get enough time to work out. Like, so how many days should I hit the gym in a week to keep my body fit, to get the progress that I want, that I have a vision for myself? How many days should I
Okay.
work out?
So, see, research says that if we take more than 2 days of break from exercise, whatever we have achieved with exercise, that starts to come down. So, I would suggest minimum 5 days of exercising. That can also mean that you go to the gym only 3 days or 4 days, and the other day you can do simple exercises at your home. I mean, we don't have time, so definitely we need to save time. So instead of traveling to the gym, dressing up for the gym, which we all love to do, you can actually take a day off, do simple exercises at home. Now, when I say simple, they don't mean easy. Okay, simple exercise, body weight training, Pilates, all of that can be done at home as well. That helps in building up your muscle, and you're not losing out on time, or you're not losing out on your strength. And the second is, if you really don't have the time to exercise, this was another post that I had done from my travel. I did not get to exercise a lot of days. So what I did was I increased my walking a lot. So wherever I was going, I was walking, I was taking steps. Even if it was something that you're not supposed to, go up and down climbing, there was a religious spot, and I just went up and down the stairs like twice, so that I can increase my workout, like whatever workout I can get. So it's not just that, people in the fitness industry have a lot of time to work out. You can be on vacation, or you can be working non-stop, and you might not get time. So try to be active. If you're able to get up every hour and walk around for 5 minutes to 10 minutes, you have been very active during the day. You have almost included like an hour and a half of walk, and that is a lot. So I would suggest try and be active as much as possible on the days that you're not able to find time to exercise. And again, don't you can take a break. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't think that, oh my god, I missed, like I didn't do 5 days, I only did 4 days. It's not going to hurt. One salad is not going to make you healthier. So one day of exercise is not going to make you weaker. So you're
That's
not going
well
to lose
said.
all the muscles in one day.
Right.
That's well said. That's well said.
So
So
yes.
same advice I'll give you as I gave Anjali. If you're looking to be more active, if you want more this thing, Bruno is always there for you guys. You guys can come
I
walk
can
him. That
take
will,
Bruno, then who will take me?
that is between you and Bruno. Actually,
I
yeah.
think Bruno will take you then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruno's almost as tall as you. Today I think when Bruno met her, he was reaching her
Huh.
shoulders. So it's
Yeah.
pretty
Oh
much
my
that.
god.
So yeah, Bruno is
He's
entertainment
capable to
for.
take me home.
That's absolutely true. He's capable
Good
of
way
taking
to
it.
stay consistent. Good way to stay consistent with workouts. Your pet will drag you out.
Don't worry, Dr. Mukherjee. You know how naughty Bruno is, and like you did paragliding last time, there's this very famous person who's done paragliding with that dog. So I will let you
Yes.
I will let you borrow Bruno, and you can do paragliding with him. Okay.
I want to see how that
Sure.
goes. I really want to see.
Exactly. So, anyways,
That
so
episode of Haldi Mushrooms would actually rock.
anyways, Amisha, I thank you again for joining us. It has been
Thank you for
amazing.
having me.
It was a
Thank you
pleasure
so much.
having you.
Thank you, Amisha.
So thank you so much, and I'll be in touch. Thanks so much, Amisha. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So, Dr. Mukherjee, we've come to an end of another excellent session. You have given a lot of knowledge to a lot of people. Now, guys, before I ask Dr. Mukherjee for the punchline, see, Dr. Mukherjee is very serious about movement is medicine. Okay. You guys have clearly seen she was on vacation and she decided to put up not one, but I think two, three reels on movement and
I think I put
exercise.
up,
I've seen two at
yeah,
least.
four
Okay.
reels
Four
in
reels. Okay.
total. One I put up like when I was in, like some 0 point in North
Exactly.
Sikkim.
She
So
worked out in the snow. She worked out from the hotel. So she's like, wherever, whatever you're doing, you have to work out. There's no way out. Okay. So that will be the clear
it's a
motto.
lifestyle.
It's a
Being
lifestyle.
fit is a lifestyle.
And
It's
she's
not gonna come, it's not gonna come in 2 days. You can't order it on Amazon Prime.
absolutely.
That's what I keep telling
So,
people.
when you travel with people, you take them along. Okay, come, come, come. Movement is medicine. It's time for us to do this.
Yeah, this is the reason a lot of people don't travel with me because I keep making them run every day. I got this complaint after coming back.
It happens,
You
because
make us run every
because
day.
I refuse to take the lift wherever I go. Let it be till it's 10 floors. I'm okay with it. I'll say we'll climb up and down. So people are like, you're mad. Where the God is made lift, I'm like, no, we'll take the stairs. So I know where you're coming from. You remind me of this time with Akshay Kumar. When Akshay Kumar did this movie with, I think Abhishek Bachchan and one more, I can't remember the other actor's name. So he would make them walk back from the sets, I believe. Okay, he would make them walk back that we need that much of
Wow.
cardio. And after that, also, he wouldn't leave them. He's like, it's time to exercise. Let's go exercise. And then we have to go swim. So we all know how serious Akshay Kumar is. So I can understand the people who traveled with you, like, okay, it's very clear. Okay. So anyway, I think the reels are coming out. Everybody are enjoying those reels. So Dr. Mukherjee, what's your punchline? Women's Day. So your punchline, Women's Day week, I must say. Month here. Every day should be Women's Day.
So what I would like to say, this will not be just for women, but yes, they need it a lot more. They need that extra push because there are not a lot of women and even men coming out and talking about how important it is for women to strength train and be fit. So strength is not just about your physical ability or your physical strength. It's also talking about your mindset. So if you get your mind, stuck on, yes, I'm going to do this. It doesn't matter how old I am. It doesn't matter that I do not have time during the day. It doesn't matter. I am going to change the way my body looks or feels. Okay. And I'm going to make sure that I make this change in my, lifestyle. So please make fitness a part of your lifestyle. Get that mindset. That is what requires effort. Physically waking up and going to the gym every day does not require strength. It's the mental strength that we talk about. So please get into that mindset and make sure that you're doing something good for your body and your body is going to thank you down the line.
Absolutely true. And that's a very powerful message you've given. I think mindset is very important. Staying in the same subject, giving my punchline, guys, your mindset. I know everybody says you have done such amazing weight loss. Wow, from here to there, you're building. Guys, understand the mindset played a very important role. Staying positive. There were days where even I said it's not happening. I know that feeling of you want results overnight, but they don't come. That's a true fact. I understand as a human, when you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am doing everything, but still it's not coming there. It takes time. You need to have a very strong mindset. People just before they reach that destination, they give up and put down the towel and say, nah, I can't do it. Knock me out. But no, stay consistent. It will come. That's one thing that I've learned. It takes time. And I always say, anything good takes time. So have the patience, have the, strong mindset, stay focused on your goal. Let it be weight loss, muscle building, staying fit, whatever your fitness goal is. Go for it the right manner, not the wrong manner. There's always a right and a wrong. Always choose the right manner. It may take a little time, the road may be a little difficult, but you'll eventually reach there and you'll reach there successfully. If you have the right guidance, if you have the right person giving you the knowledge. That's also very important, I would add. But mindset is very, very important. And yes, Yogesh, my gym partner just told me it's Houseful 4. We very much, I now remember it was Houseful 4. And don't worry, Yogesh, we'll take you live also soon someday. I think you need a big lecture on how important cardio is and just not lifting weights for your six-pack to come soon. So we will come to that. Okay. So Dr. Mukherjee, this has been an amazing session. We have had a great time today. So again, I wish you, all the ladies making our lives better, a very happy belated International Women's Day. And
Thank you so much.
it should be, every day should be Women's Day. That's what we all say. But yes, again, the wishes go. And we may be doing another sequence, guys, in the coming week. I'm trying to roll out a lot of things, maybe on women's fitness, women's nutrition, few other things, even women sports and psychology. I have a lot of work going on throughout the week. You may see things coming up slowly. And yes, Dr. Mukherjee would be joining us next week. I've told that, so Dr. Mukherjee has to make out time now. So guys, this has been an amazing session. I hope you guys have been able to get the knowledge. And I thank again Mayura, I thank Amisha, I thank Anjali for joining us, asking those questions, taking out the time. It was a pleasure having you guys on the Hustling Muscles show. And to everybody out there, I hope the knowledge shared by Dr. Mukherjee is amazing. And I hope it's useful. I thank you for that, Dr. Mukherjee. And guys, if you have any queries, any doubts, DM Dr. Mukherjee, DM me. Any topics you want us to talk on, please DM us. We'll be more than happy. Do follow us. We are coming up with different contents. I've started doing content in Hindi since people are liking that comment. I'm trying my level best to come out with content in Hindi also. So I will try expanding that also. So follow Dr. Mukherjee, follow me for the best we can do for you. And I think we should wind the show at that, Dr. Mukherjee. It's a lovely Sunday evening. I know you're waiting for the next Sunday evening, being a Formula One fan. So I think the races start soon. So we can all see the gearing up, the testing, and somehow seeing right now Max leading the race, the speedboat. So let's see how Team LH comes up to it. So this is going to be interesting. But I think this year my favorite is going to be Perez. I'm somehow, pushing for him. I somehow have always found him, very underestimated. Since I've been talking about the this thing with this coming out. Ma'am, you recently came to Darjeeling, right? Yes, she did. She very much did. You can see her post and everything. So,
I was there last month.
Thumbs up for that. So Drive to Survive season 4 is on air. My father's sitting and watching it right now downstairs. I'm going to go join him. So guys, thank you again for joining us. So this is Dr. Mukherjee and Hustling Muscles. So Dr. Mukherjee, before we go, you're supporting Max this time or you're changing party?
I do support Max, but I think there are going to be two people to look out for. One is Carlos Sainz. I think he has immense potential. And he already got 5 podiums in his debut season. And second is George Russell. I really want to see what he's going to do with Mercedes.
That's going to be fun, yeah. But,
let's hope.
In the whole episode of the Abu Dhabi, half of us didn't realize the poor chap came third. I realized that the next day.
That's true.
He came third. I realized there was a meme also going on that. But yeah, he is great potential. He's going to do well.
Yeah, great potential.
I somehow have, Perez is going to be, Chico is going to be my man for this season. So let's see how that goes. So anyways, this has been an interesting session. So again, thank you so much, Dr. Mukherjee. So guys, this is Dr. Mukherjee and Hustling Muscles signing off of the Hustling Muscles show. Thank you again, Dr. Mukherjee. Have a lovely evening ahead, everybody.